up? It's TND and welcome to another episode of TND Won't Shut Up,
where we discuss and debate relationship topics from a healthy couple's perspective.
Be sure to subscribe to our channel for weekly discussions and share with a friend or two,
or three,
or four,
or five,
or 6, or 7, or 8, or 9, or 10, or 11. I'm doing great, baby. How are you?
I'm doing great.
First of all, baby, before we get started, let's welcome all our, I think we have about 160 subscribers right now. Clap it up for them. Yes, y'all. Thank you so much for subscribing, y'all. And don't forget, we still have our giveaway going on right now. All you have to do is comment down below with your Instagram page. If you don't have an Instagram, feel free to put down your email. And for a second entry, all you have to do is follow our Instagram at tnd.won'tshutup. Again, that is tnd.won'tshutup. We will also put the entry instructions in the description. So if you forget, it will be down below.
Yes.
Yes, baby. So
how was your weekend, baby?
Baby, you know our weekend was the bomb. We had such an amazing weekend. We went to Brooklyn to go watch the big fight. What's the name again, baby?
It was Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia.
Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia. Y'all should see me. I was so wrong. Like, I was rooting for Haney at first because I thought Garcia was crazy. Mid-fight, I just changed my stance because the confidence on Garcia was exactly what was needed, and he killed it. So it was amazing. We enjoyed it. We had good seats. We had good views.
Yes. I turned this woman into a boxing fan.
I love boxing, y'all.
Yes. But I know everybody's not a boxing fan, but if you're into it or even remotely into it, it's worth checking out the highlights. It was a pretty surprising outcome.
Yes, very surprising and amazing outcome. It was a good fight. How are you, baby? How was your weekend? What's your perspective of the weekend?
Yeah, it was a great weekend. Obviously, we were on the move.
Yes.
Traveling to the fight, back from the fight. We went out every single night. We were there in New York. We got a couple go-to spots. We also explored the city and found some new spots to add to the list.
We went to the Transit Museum, right? It was the New York Transit Museum, and y'all, it was so cool. We got to see the old subway trains, and it was so cool. A few of y'all recommended that we review the Never Ever Mets reality show, but we tried, y'all. But we're gonna try again. We did try to watch it, and we just could not get into it, right, babe?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, now granted, we were a little bit tired. We actually had just came back from New York. But usually, if something's capturing our attention, we're able to make it through. And this just wasn't working.
Yeah.
But we are going to give it one more try.
We are going to give it one more try, and then we will record episode 1 and 2 together. But if y'all don't see it, just know that means we just could not get into it. We're trying, y'all, because a few of you requested that we reviewed it. And, we like some of the shows on OWN. We're not big TV watchers, so it's important that it's engaging or it's capturing, right?
Absolutely, because we want this to be fun. We don't just want to review things just to review it.
Exactly.
We want to make sure we're enjoying it.
Exactly.
And that'll put us in a position to provide better commentary. All right, so since we didn't have anything to review today, we figured that, we would share, some things about us. Since we are an anonymous channel, and apparently we got people who are willing to follow our avatars.
Yes, thank you, y'all.
And we appreciate y'all for that. But no, there is real people behind this. And we wanted to share some things about us.
All right, so we're going to title this like 5 facts about us. So one of the questions we got asked before is, where are we from? So I'm originally, my family's from Haiti. So I am Haitian American. I consider myself Haitian American. And babe,
I'm Puerto Rican. And just like Dee, I grew up in the U.S., and of course, still am very familiar with my Puerto Rican traditions. But, the U.S. is where I grew up. Yeah,
so we try to make our emojis look like a Puerto Rican guy and a black woman. I hope we did a good job. But yes, and we live in the East Coast.
We do.
Yeah.
Yes, and we are also city dwellers.
Yes.
So, you know, the perspective you might get sometimes is from people who are living dead smack in the city.
Yes.
Don't drive.
Right. I ain't got a car, y'all.
Right. And so, you know, you get that perspective. And the reason I think that's important to know is because some of these Ready to Love shows are in places like, like the last one, for example, Dallas-Fort Worth. I understand Dallas is a big city, but, you know, some of the people that participate on this show are from the suburbs outside of these cities. And so you might have differing views based on how you're living.
Yes. Yeah. And when y'all hear us saying that we're partying on a Tuesday or a Wednesday night, that's why we live in a pretty decent-sized city. So there's always something going on. So that's opportunity for us. Like last night, we went out. We went to a karaoke spot, right?
Yeah, he was killing it.
That was so much fun.
And somebody wanted to stay out till almost 12 o'clock.
We did it, though. That was super fun.
Yes.
But yeah, so we are city. So this is a question that we got a few times. And the question is, how did we meet? So we're not going to share the long version. We're going to keep it very short.
Yeah, but we will eventually.
Yeah, we'll make a whole video because it's such a beautiful story. But to make a long story short, maybe I'll let you share this.
All right. So one day I was at a bar that I frequent pretty often, and I met one of Dee's friends.
Yeah, my best friend.
Yeah, she was there, and she was waiting for 4 of her girlfriends to arrive, one of which was Dee. So all the girls showed up. I didn't happen to... First of all, I didn't introduce myself to all the girls because I was sitting down. So it was the girlfriend that was closest to me that I was engaging with the most. But in that pack was Dee.
Yes.
But I did not notice her at all. I'll be honest with you. And the dialogue that I had most was with the person, like I said, next to me, but also the first person that was there that was a football fan. And actually the reason that I was there was to watch a football game.
Yeah. So he was chatting it up with one of my friends. We never exchanged numbers. We both didn't pay each other any attention. And then fast forward to the second time I saw him was at a lounge here. It was a little day party, and this is a spot that I normally don't frequent. I actually went there for someone's birthday with another one of my friends, and it's a little hood spot. And you don't know me, but if you know anything about me, I do not like the hood. I don't like hood spots. I'm not comfortable, but I did go there to support a friend. And so I'm on the second floor, and I see T with a beer in his hand. And keep in mind, T's Puerto Rican. He looks Puerto Rican, and he's in the middle of an all-black club with a beer in his hand. I was like, this man looked too comfortable in this hood-ass spot. So I was like, oh, he must be hood. So I didn't say hi to him. I ain't pay him no attention. Moving forward.
Yeah, she didn't say anything. And to give some context to the spot, I mean, you know, I did grow up around places like that, you know, so, you know, none of that is new to me, and there's a certain comfort level in those spots.
Yes, he was very comfortable.
Yeah, and you know, of course, I can frequent all type of spots, from the classiest to the most hood spot. I just occasionally like those spots for certain things that they offer. But, you know, like Dee said, apparently, you know, she made some assumptions there and never even walked up to me. And I think she shared with me that her girlfriend, which I did meet that first time, asked her, like, you know, why don't you go say something to him? Or is that the guy that we met before?
And she's like, we should go say hi. I was like, no, I'm not going to say hi to him.
Yeah.
But it's so funny because she wanted me to go say hi, like you and I was flirting the first day or something.
Right.
We weren't. You talked to her more than you talked to me.
Exactly.
Yeah, but nonetheless, so fast forward to the third time we met.
Yes. So the third time, I actually was about to... so I roll alone. I have a lot of friends, but I do like to just go out alone and sit at the bar. Do a little self-reflection, you know. And that particular evening, I was about to go to this specific bar, but last minute I changed my mind, hopped on a train, and went to a different spot. Yes. So I'm sitting at this spot, I'm chilling, watching some sports, and 3 girls come into the bar, and they sit in the seats to the right of me. Directly next to me was Dee. Now, I didn't recognize her at all because, like I said, I didn't engage with her that first time that I met that group. And the girls were, doing what girls do. So there was no dialogue.
Oh, yeah. We came in tipsy, y'all.
Yeah.
This was a day that I was out drinking with my friends. And we came to this bar just to go eat. And then we were headed to our next spot. And T was sitting at the bar by himself. And I said, oh, I remember seeing you at the Oyster Bar.
Wait, don't forget. I asked if you could watch my drink.
Oh, yeah, you did.
Use the restroom.
Oh, yeah.
And she was like, yeah, I got you. And apparently she didn't watch anything. She just immediately turned her head.
I just turned around. He told me to watch this drink. I was like, I got you. And turned around and chit-chat with my friends. Right. So then I asked. I was like, oh, wait, I remember you. I met you at this bar with my friends and, trying to explain the night that we originally met. And I don't think you remembered.
I remember the night. I just didn't remember
Yeah, you didn't remember me. Yeah. And so we were just chatting it up. Can't remember what we were talking about. Do you remember what we were talking about?
I don't remember, but it definitely was a little bit more, from what I recall, because I was a little tipsy too. It was a little bit more engaging than just that topical discussion that you tend to have with a random person at the bar. Yeah. I do recall that.
I remember getting a little, not too deep, but a little deeper than usual, right?
Yeah.
And he asked, what did you ask me, baby?
Yeah, so, I was, I believe this is like a Saturday night. Yeah. I didn't have anything planned afterwards. The dialogue was decent, so I just asked her what she was doing afterwards with the group. And she said that, her and the girls were going to hit this other spot. And it happened to be a spot that I've never been to. And I'm also a very social, extroverted person. So I basically asked her if she would mind if I joined them. And she said, yeah, it's all good. And so we planned to meet at that next spot.
Yeah, we exchanged numbers.
Yeah.
But even then, we weren't like really flirting with each other. It was just more like just general conversation. And he was cool, I was cool. And we were just like, okay, let's meet up and have some fun, And so my girls and I ended up hopping in an Uber and going to the next spot. Well, it wasn't really an Uber, but we hopped in an Uber, and that's another story. But we ended up driving. So we get to the spot, and my girls and I just on the dance floor. We just having a good time. And I get a text message say, hey, I'm on my way. I'm like, okay, come on. And so we danced the night away together.
Yeah.
And,
so I get over there.
Yeah.
And you know how girls are, right? It's real easy for women to feel like, oh, here comes an intruder kind of thing. Like,
right.
Let's just get them for some drinks or something like
that.
Yes,
we are definitely using him for drinks.
I know how women roll, okay? So I came in, right, and I did buy a round of drinks for the ladies.
And the girls was happy, I ain't gonna lie. And then he noticed one of my friend's bags. What was it, a Henry?
A Henry Bendel.
Yeah, and she said from there she was sold on him. I was never sold. I was not sold. I was like, okay, this man just coming out, buying us drinks. Let's get our drinks. But then we ended up dancing the whole night away.
Yes.
And one thing that stood out, I'm a dancer, y'all. So I was dancing, twerking, and doing all my thing. And this man never, ever touched below the waist. And it stood out to me how respectful he was that night. And then we kissed.
Yes. Well, so in between the dancing, we were having conversations.
Yeah.
We continued with that dialogue that we had at the bar. We would take little breaks from dancing, talk, and I feel like we was really getting somewhat deep on issues for just meeting one another and for being in a lounge on the, not on the dance floor, but we were, by our table dancing. And so, at some point she's dancing and she turns around, faces me, and something hit me right there. And I, truth be told, I was not checking for this woman. I meet women all the time, and I didn't even really look at her body, all the things that I would normally check out. It was just good conversation, fun. But it was at that moment when she looked at me, I'm like, oh, damn, this woman's bad. And then apparently we both felt something because we came in and just gave a little tap kiss. and it was definitely a good connection.
Yeah, it was a good connection. So we'll stop right there because there's a lot more to that story that we're not going to share right now.
Right.
But that's how we met.
Yes.
And we've been together ever since. Yes. Like, we've been tight ever since. So, yeah. All right. Next question. Dun, 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 dun. Are we married?
Yes. We are not married.
We are not married, y'all.
And we are not getting married. Okay.
This is a mutual decision. And it is a topic for discussion, right?
It is, and there's a lot behind this. Yes. It's without getting too deep here, we know society has quote unquote norms, and there's a lot of expectations based on those norms. We in this relationship have chosen to move to the beat of our own drum.
Yeah, and do things our way.
Based on the dynamic of this particular relationship. Right. And anything that we do is thought out thoroughly, is not influenced by others, and is not in conformity with a societal norm.
Yes.
We do it because it works for us.
Yes.
Okay?
Exactly.
And we are going to have a whole episode to discuss this.
Because there's going to be some controversy, baby.
It will.
It's a very controversial topic.
Get it. We understand what the majority pursues. We're not stupid. We've been around the block. But we have our own personal reasons for why we're approaching our relationship the way that we are.
Yes. So you will make a whole video on that because that one is just a lot and we got statistical data to back it up. It's just a lot. So we got to sit down and really talk about that one day. But no, we are not married. We're not getting married, but we are life partners.
Yes.
So. All right. And what else, baby?
What's our last one? I think we got one more.
What do we do for a living? That's a very common question that everybody likes to know. So,
and by the way, this is not so much to say, oh, well, we do this.
Right.
But it's so that you understand our perspective.
Yes.
I think when you get more detail of, where a person lives, what a person does, what their background might be, you might get some further insight into why they have certain perspectives.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you want to start, baby?
No, you first.
Okay. So I'm in healthcare. I work in the mental health field, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I do for a living. An amazing job. I love my job. And that's basically it.
Right. And if I may add, you also have a lot of flexibility with your schedule.
I do.
So it affords you a certain quality of your life, which we both have in common.
Right.
We really value that.
Yes. And babe.
And I am in the software engineering field. I've been in that field for a pretty long time, very well versed, and I am self-employed. I also work 100% remotely. So I do have a lot of flexibility.
Lucky him.
Yes.
So when we're on vacation, he be working, and I got to use my PTO.
Yeah. But ultimately, our goal is to both be in a remote situation where we can just connect up anywhere in the world.
Yeah.
Continue to travel the way that we do.
Yes.
But still be able to work.
Yeah.
That's our ideal situation. And we believe that we are on a path to get there.
Yes, definitely. Because we do want to get out, travel, be a little nomadic. So anything else you want to share?
I think for now, that's some good insight.
But just share, we are very loving. I know we say healthy, but we are truthfully in a healthy relationship. We're in a healthy situation. We both live healthy lives individually. And
just to expand on that, it is a special situation, and we are over time going to share this with you. I mean, this was actually the inspiration behind this channel. It was like, every time we're around people, the energy, the dialogue, it shows, it speaks for itself, and people are always curious, like, yo, what is it that you guys have? Like, we get people come up to us sometimes like, man, you guys really figured it out. And it's like, no, we didn't figure it out as if we had the keys to perfection. We just valued right out the gate the importance and the significance of trying to walk this path in a very calculated, thoughtful manner, right? Very conscious of the decisions we make, very conscious of the way we move. always giving each other a high level of respect, never forgetting to appreciate the type of person that we have. You know, so of course this could be a whole episode in itself, but I just believe that I found the person who is very self-aware, very conscious, and willing to put all the work in necessary to move in a relationship that is completely healthy, completely functional. And if at any moment we slip, because we are humans, we catch ourselves,
right?
We discuss and communicate why we may have done that, and then we try our best not to repeat that.
Right. Yeah. So that's basically it, y'all. We do have a part 1 and part 2 to our healthy relationship series. We need to continue with that, babe.
We do.
Yeah, I don't know why we didn't continue, but we will. Yeah. But nonetheless, y'all, that's all we have for today. Please join our giveaway.
It's a $100 Amazon gift card. It's going to run until May 15th. May 15th. And you can get a single entry by putting your Instagram.
Just put your Instagram or your email address down below in the comment section.
Make sure you like and subscribe.
Yeah, like, subscribe, and put your Instagram or email address in the comments down below. And for a second entry, all you have to do is follow our Instagram page, which is tnd.won'tshutup. That's it.
That's it.
Super easy, super quick. We have so many entries right now. Our channel has grown immensely. We went from, in less than a month, we went over 100 and something subscribers, additional subscribers. So we appreciate you guys. So just keep subscribing, like our videos, share this video, comment down below. Let us know what y'all want to hear from us, y'all. We have some very interesting perspectives. And we do love our statistics, y'all. So
Absolutely.
Yes. Nonetheless, y'all, on that note, TND is
out.
Bye, y'all.
Times I'm good and bad.